looking to apply for a job but don't have any experience? How do you write a cover letter when you have no experience to talk about? Great question. Stay tuned. I'm going to explain exactly how to write a cover letter when you lack the required experience. For the best job search and career advice, please hit the subscribe button below. I post new videos every Monday and Thursday. Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Kelly, a career coach and professional development specialist. I've spent the last 2 decades mentoring job seekers through the application process. Today, I'm going to give you some advice regarding how to write a cover letter when you don't have any experience. I've worked with thousands of job seekers, and some of them have been in your shoes. They've approached me, told me they had no experience, and asked me how on earth they could possibly get a job. You are in the right place. I've helped a number of clients in this situation write winning cover letters and land the position. If you follow the advice provided in this video, you should be able to improve your prospects as well. Let's get one thing straight. There is no such thing as no experience. It's just not possible. You absolutely have skills that are what we call transferable. Maybe you don't have any formal work experience, or maybe you don't have any relevant experience, but you definitely have transferable skills. If you've never heard this term before, transferable skills are skills that can be used in a variety of different roles. Maybe you haven't ever worked. My brother was an athlete growing up and all through uni, so he never had a paying job until he graduated from college. But he had a ton of transferable skills. He played on a lacrosse team, so he was good at teamwork. He was a goalie, so he was responsible for directing his teammates and telling them what to do on the field. What does that demonstrate? Leadership and communication skills. Because he was the goalie, which if you don't know lacrosse very well, it's a really important role. It's kind of like being the team captain. As the goalie, he was often interviewed at press conferences after tournaments. This means he was comfortable with public speaking. So for a guy who never had a real job until he was in his 20s, he had a lot of transferable skills, which he could apply in many different roles. There we go. Myth number 1, busted. Take a look at what you've done in school, extracurricular activities, in your community, in volunteering. I guarantee that you can find some skills and supporting examples to showcase that you have some experience. I would actually love to hear about your other experiences. Comment below and tell me about some of the things that you've done that you could sell in a job application and cover letter to show you have the skills to meet the job requirements. You might have to be a little creative, but I guarantee you can do it. Now, let's talk about those skills and putting them in your cover letter. When you technically have no experience, there are a few things to mention in your cover letter that become more important than with a more experienced applicant. Show your excitement. Explain why you are the ideal candidate for the job and why you want to work for the company. It's important to show that your enthusiasm trumps lack of experience. I remember reading a cover letter from a woman who had been a stay-at-home mom for 20 years. In her letter, she gushed over how much she admired the company. She talked about her knowledge of the brand and said she was eager and ready to join the team. She didn't have any paid work experience, but she wrote about how she volunteered at the bookstore at her kids' school. She did fundraising for her church. She chaperoned school field trips. She took all these experiences and tailored them to show how they made her the right fit for the job. Also, be sure to read the job description. Mention skills from the job description that you have. I once read a cover letter from someone who said, "I know I don't have any formal work experience. However, I am the oldest of 8 children. I am responsible for bringing my brothers and sisters home from school each day, supervising their homework, and cooking dinner while my parents are at work. I can juggle a lot of responsibilities at once, and I thrive under pressure." The job she was applying for called for someone who was detail-oriented, could handle multiple things at the same time, and thrive in stressful situations, so she got the job. Essentially, if you keep these things in mind, writing a cover letter when you have no experience shouldn't be any different than writing a cover letter when you have 10 years of experience. You just need to be a little more creative when explaining why you would be a good fit for the role and what you can offer. I hope these suggestions make you feel more comfortable when it comes to writing a cover letter without any experience. If you would like to see a sample cover letter template, I've written a guide which you can download in the description box below. Also, if you're interested in joining a community of job seekers like yourself, I have a Facebook group where I share advice related to all aspects of the job search process and career development. Join the Facebook group using the link below. If you liked this video, please hit that like button and be sure to subscribe and share it with your friends. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.